Hello, I'm Trainer James, and today I'm bringing you a Rakdos Werewolves deck in Alchemy Best of One. It should be noted, this deck was created before the buffs and nerfs happened from the most recent ban and restricted list. So Town-Razer Tyrant here can still target basic lands, but nonetheless, Rakdos Werewolves. Now, why are we playing Rakdos instead of Mono Red like we did a few videos ago? Well, I enjoyed the Mono Red Werewolves deck, but I think that adding black is going to add a lot more value to the deck. Because, for one, we get to play Kalain here. We're playing 4 Kalain, and for black and a red, we get a human elf bard, who's a 1-2. And then whenever she enters the battlefield, she creates a treasure token. So she allows us to ramp. But outside of that, other creatures you control enter the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counter on them for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them. So that's one reason to play black. It allows our werewolves or even our Town-Razer Tyrant to be much bigger as long as Kalain's on the battlefield when we spend that treasure. We also get access to a black werewolf with Graveyard Trespasser. For 2 and a black, we get a 3/3 human werewolf. Has Ward, discard a card. And then whenever a Graveyard Trespasser enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So it allows us to mess with our opponent's graveyard if they plan on like getting stuff back. We can exile things out of it. And then on its transform side, it does the same thing, except it gets to exile 2 cards from graveyards. And it's a 4/4. And then we also get access to Infernal Grasp, which is just straight removal. Like when you look at red, you know, we're running 2 Flame Blast Bolts, 3 Play with Fire, and 4 Spikefield Hazard. Like, yeah, these are great burn spells, but they're not always going to kill things. Like, you know, a Play with Fire on its own won't kill a Reckless Stormseeker, because Reckless Stormseeker has 3 toughness. Infernal Grasp will outright kill any of these creatures if we encounter them on the opponent's side. So that's another reason to play black. So basically, everything else in the deck is great value. We have 3 Rahilda, Wanted Cutthroat, 4 Reckless Stormseeker, 1 Ill-Tempered Loner, 4 Volatile Arsonist, and of course, the 4 Town-Razer Tyrant. Also, should be noted, even though this card like gets nerfed, I say it in quotation marks, it also gets buffed because this the first R in Razor here actually gets capitalized, which has annoyed me ever since Alchemy came out and I saw Town-Razer Tyrant. It's like, why is Razor not capitalized? That bothers me so much. But it will be corrected. So, yeah. This is Rakdos Werewolves. Let's go ahead, get to some matches, and I will see you on the battlefield. We get to go first. We have a Play with Fire. Den of the Bugbear. Okay. 2 Infernal Grasp, Reckless Stormseeker. We'll probably hit the opponent with Play with Fire just so we can scry one. But, you know, they could have a turn 1 play that we want to remove. Alright. The opponent seems to also be playing Rakdos. Oh, buddy. Kalain? Okay. Let's go ahead, play our Stormseeker. Potentially, probably should have killed Kalain, now that I think about it. Whatever they play this turn is going to be a lot bigger than it normally would be. Plus the treasure allows them to ramp anyways. We do have a Volatile Arsonist. We just need to get up to 5 mana to play it. Oh, they're Jund. Jund Werewolves with Kalain. That seems like it could be pretty fun, actually. Kalain. Pumping werewolves. Ooh, Bergie. I'm going to guess that they are the one deck that spams the elemental. Okay. Let's make it night. Two Infernal Grasp. We can use both. Good old Tovolar. Alright. No. I mean, look. We're going to be taking 4 damage anyways because of the 2 Infernal Grasps. But I want to kill Bergie. I want to kill Tovolar. The next turn we could play our own Reckless Stormseeker. Attack with 2 5/4s with trample and haste. I was thinking maybe they had like a play with fire or something to make it day. Tell me they don't have a single red mana spell to play at instant speed. Spikefield Hazard, play with fire, frostbite. No? Alright then. Bam, bam, bam. Get rid of their Kalain. Get them down to 3. Right on. Yeah. The opponent gets to go first. We do have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. Okay, we just have to, you know, get the mana now. Opponent. Mute the opponent before their bat starts going crazy. Luminarch Aspirant. Cool. No. Okay. This could come into play untapped, so Rahilda. Our opponent's on Selesnya. Oh no, Jeskai. Oh, no, not. Oh my gosh, Naya. Right on! Double strike! Yeah! The opponent just concedes. Well, we do get to go first. We have a couple removal spells, but nothing really to do until turn 4. So, you know, we can give it a shot. Oh, the Demir, okay. Well, that works. Let's see what our opponent does. Ooh. Sultai. Well, they have something. See if they have a counter spell. Okay. I think Town-Razer Tyrant still gets the counter. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. Because we have Town-Razer Tyrants for days. Binding. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, look. Arsonist. No creature. Hit you. So hit him up for 5, get him down to 8. And then we follow it up with 2 more Town-Razer Tyrants. Opponent potentially has another, what, Binding? No, Infernal Grasp, taking 2 more. Let's take their blue. Yep, just keep stone raining them, I guess. Hey, they just keep hurting themselves, man. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Well, play you tapped. Untapped. Play Rahilda. I mean, we do have 3 lands here, so, you know. It's just that. You know, these 2 come into play tapped, which we don't really mind playing this tap turn 1, but playing this tap turn 3 is kind of annoying, because then we can't go Rahilda into Reckless Stormseeker. But I'm going to keep the hand. Also depends on what our opponent's playing. Okay, they play a tapped land. We have an untapped land, which is nice. Wizard class. Rahilda. Play with fire. No. Expressive iteration. I could see play with fire or fading hope. Nope. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to just play this. If I would have thought about it, I would have played this tapped and then just played Kalain. You know what? Let's just see what we get first. Overflowing Insight. Target player draws 7 cards. Okay. Well, we have a long way to go before we can cast that. Would be fun to cast in this deck, though. Still no lands. Like... So... Okay. So, like, you're always looking to win, but sometimes when your opponent gets mana screwed, it's like, well, that sucks. Don't want that. We want an untapped land so we can go Volatile Arsonist. Or... Okay, they have no... Right here. Yeah. See, like, I'm playing this before the buffs and nerfs happen in Alchemy, and like, every land I've targeted with Town-Razer Tyrant has been a non-basic land. So like, the way that they're like supposedly nerfing Town-Razer Tyrant, I don't think really matters. Because most of the time, the land you target with Town-Razer Tyrant is going to be a non-basic land, unless your opponent is just playing, you know, a monocolored deck. Like, if you're playing against mono green and they don't have like a Lair of the Hydra or something for you to target, then sure, you target a basic land. And in which case that renders Town-Razer Tyrant just being a 4/4 with flying, and that's it. But other than that, like you're almost always going to be targeting a non-basic land. We get to go first. Nothing to do until turn 3. So sure, let's keep it. Right. Hopeful Initiate. Alright, well, let's see what they play next turn. We might just Infernal Grasp. Whatever it is. Okay. Cutthroat. Don't want our opponent ramping. And we get to steal a creature out of the graveyard. So that's nice. I can see them having Brutal Cathar here. Savior of Owen Block. Let's just attack. Play Town-Razer Tyrant. Target this land. They probably take it. If they play Brutal Cathar, we have Infernal Grasp. No, Inquisitor Captain. Skyclave Apparition, maybe? Nope. Well. Alright. I should have played this on black. Or I should have played this instead and played it on black. That way I could play Graveyard Trespasser and Infernal Grasp. So, let's go ahead and kill it. That way these creatures can't train and get bigger. Yes, nice. Well, okay. Guardian of Faith. Creatures phase out. Sure. Bam. 2. No, 1. Never mind. Rally the ranks! Okay, but nothing. They have nothing for Town-Razer Tyrant. The opponent goes first. We'll keep this hand. We have something to do on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Actually, I guess we go Kalain turn 2. Town-Razer turn 3. Triumphant Adventurer! You're about to get buffed. to attack. No blocks. Nice. So, okay. Town-Razer Tyrant. Hit one of the, well, okay. So okay, Reckless Stormseeker. Attack. There we go. Probably gonna make a goblin? Maybe they make a treasure. No, goblin. Okay. I forgot you had vigilance. Oh, man. You know what, though? That's quite okay. Go here. Boom. 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 Yeah! Cost 2 less during your end step. So they are... Man. This, Jowerknot, they are going to love this, buff that's coming to their cards. That's for sure. Play Rahilda. Do this. Attack with these two. Ping you. That way if they try to block Rahilda with either one, Rahilda kills them. And we still have mana up for the Infernal Grasp. Silver Quill Command. Okay. What do you do? Whenever it attacks, return up to one target with 3 or less from your graveyard. You completed a dungeon. Okay. Yeah. Get to draw a card. Nice. And another. Cool. Well, I think they still lose. Yeah, because like if we attack with this, they have to block it with 2. They block one of these with 1, and then we give the Graveyard Trespasser haste. There we go. Bam. So, those were the matches with Rakdos Werewolves. As you can see, across 6 matches, we had a 100% win rate. So, yeah, Rakdos Werewolves killing it in Alchemy. and 6 matches took roughly 21.5 minutes. So yeah, let's take a look at the deck. So there's not really anything I would change about this deck. Maybe it's because I went 6-0 with it, but I really enjoyed this deck. It was a whole lot of fun. You have a lot of people that will just concede to Town-Razer Tyrant because, especially if you get to go first and you play Town-Razer Tyrant and then you hit one of their lands and now they're taking 2 damage every turn, or they have to Stone Rain themselves. Town-Razer Tyrant is just such a beating. I don't think that their nerf to making it only target non-basic lands, I really don't think that's going to be enough, because as you saw in our games, we targeted only non-basic lands, and it was still just too much for the opponent. So yeah, I foresee this next buff and nerf happening probably in February, I guess. I could see them nerfing Town-Razer Tyrant even more. But outside of that, our werewolf package was really great. Rahilda having first strike and then double strike on its backside. Just such a great werewolf. And then Rahilda being able to steal something out of your opponent's deck, and then whenever you attack with a werewolf, you can play that spell. Well, considering we are playing 12 werewolves, it's almost it's almost guaranteed likely that we will be able to play our opponent's cards. Well, no, we're playing 15, my bad, because we're playing 3 Graveyard Trespasser as well. So yeah, 15 werewolves. So that means 1/4 of our deck are werewolves. Nice. And then, having Kalain here was also great. Even when the opponent would remove Kalain, just being able to ramp into a Town-Razer Tyrant or ramp into a Volatile Arsonist was just such great value. And then having access to Infernal Grasp as well, just being able to outright kill our opponent's creatures, whereas sometimes Flame Blast Bolt and Play with Fire just won't get it done. But yeah, Rakdos Werewolves, it was good fun. I really enjoyed this deck, and I hope if you guys have these cards, I hope you get out there and play some Rakdos Werewolves as well. Remember, Town-Razer Tyrant is the only one getting nerfed, and like I said, its nerf isn't even that bad, considering most of the time you are hitting a non-basic land with Town-Razer Tyrant anyways. So yeah, pretty much none of this deck is changing after the buffs and nerfs. So this was Rakdos Werewolves. Hope you guys liked the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more werewolf content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.